Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Sam from OnTableTop, and I'm joined once again by Arthur from TMS.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. And for this one, we're going to talk about what the future holds for TMS.
Oh, beautiful things. Beautiful things.
I'm sure, well, you've already produced plenty of beautiful things in the past, although you were telling me it's been quite a rocky road getting to here.
Yes, well, the company's new, so we have to learn a lot of the intricacy and organization and what happens, what we should know as a modeling company. And sometimes it's rough. But one problem at a time.
Yeah.
We got the first year, I thought it would take us to produce models so we have enough models so we can kind of present and sell.
Yeah.
But because a lot of the turmoils, it took us about 2 years to do.
Oh, yeah.
But now, production-wise, I'm not scared of anything.
You've been through the fire.
Yes, we've been through the fire, and it's sometimes I think we overdid it. Like, I'll mention the horses. We had a lot of problems with casting horses. Mm-hmm. What most companies do is they cut a horse in half, stick the head on.
Yeah.
But I always hated the front chest of the horse because he had the crest line.
Yeah.
So we tried to eliminate that. And I know why no one else did that. I really do. But it took us a little longer, but we kind of mastered it. And as you saw the horses, none of them have that.
Yeah, I hadn't actually considered that, but yes. Now I'm thinking back over the knight's design. That is an interesting point.
Yeah, so this kind of put us back. I have a lot to learn about sales, about customer service. Mm-hmm. I've never actually had to deal with individual customers.
Yeah.
My past experience was mostly with other companies. So this is something new for me.
Yeah. That's something we're actually experiencing ourselves. Some of you may know we recently opened up our visitor center in the past.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, the visitor center is great.
If you guys can, come here and check it out.
You have to do it now, Arthur said. You have to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Important person.
Most definitely. So but yeah, it has been that change of dealing with companies and groups to that more one-to-one position with people.
Yes, because I used to own a hobby store, but it was local in Poland. So the Polish kind of customer service and everything around that is different than, like, say, in the UK or the US.
Yeah,
it's much different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's much different. I can get away with a lot of stuff that I cannot in, say, with the Americans or even with the kind of the Eastern countries. There's a lot of jokes I can do, and I get in trouble because of it.
I see. Have to be more careful.
Yeah. Sometimes I say something and then I get a reply that I'm being offensive, and I'm like, what?
Well, of course, it's not just TMS. There's also gaming solutions, so that side of thing.
Yes. Gaming solutions actually is the company side of it. The idea of the company was always to produce games and miniatures. But since we were new, we decided, well, who's going to kind of trust that we can do it? So we branded TMS, and we said we're going to do the 9th Age lines. And so we're going to show people that we can produce miniatures. It's better to learn on your own miniatures and get the process. So later, for your corporate, say, customers, you don't repeat the same mistakes.
I see, yeah.
Yeah. So, and because we know the community is awesome and is forgiving if you deliver quality product. Yeah. If you have to deliver quality product, then they will forgive a lot. And we kind of exploited that. Sorry, guys. I'm really sorry.
You can't stay angry with this.
I hope so. But we got the reply that despite like some of the delays, the miniatures are worth it.
I would agree. They're very beautiful, beautiful sculpts.
Yeah, we put a lot of heart into these guys, everything in the company, and I require every worker to dedicate at least half as much as I do. And some of the stories you would not believe.
So, is that going to be one thing you're moving towards in the future? I know you said you've worked with other companies in the past.
Yes.
Is that something you want to do even more so going forward?
Yes. From the business side, you can't just do one thing, because if something happens to that one thing you're doing, it could kill you. So our main focus will be the Ninth Age. And we want to release as many armies and support the community as much as possible. But we also take in like outside work from other companies, be it casting, rules design, miniature design, or just sculpting and producing miniatures.
Excellent.
And if someone wants to set up like a resin foundry, that you can pay me a lot of money, and I'll come here and help you out.
Taking offers, guys. Taking offers.
No, actually, I don't know if I do that, but I've tried to help a few people out, and because if they're doing something cool. And,
well, you mentioned rules there. Yes. Is that something you really want to move towards, more the game design as well as miniatures side of things?
That's something we do. I've been designing games since I was, 13, 14. Except I never actually thought of making money off of it. So I would design rules, and we would play like RPGs or use miniatures. We'd always tweak the rules. This is something we did for just ourselves. And then we kind of nurtured games. I think one of the later... Okay, I'll say this. Yeah. We're working to adapt the RPG rules, which we did, I don't know, like 20 years ago. And we played that RPG all the way till now.
Wow.
We've been evolving it, but the core of the rules stayed. And it's something that was done ahead of time. 20 years ago, people looked at the rule set like, this is kind of fast and short. Right now, it's something that people want.
Yeah.
So we're going to incorporate the entire world. It's after World War III. It's not a post-apo. The structures of society are still intact. A lot of the city's been nuked.
Okay.
Yeah, the fallout. It's I think 2089. And 2030 was the World War III. And it wasn't called World War III, it was the Energy Wars.
Okay.
And so there's a whole bunch of background. We're actually going to be looking for someone to write books with cool. the background. And I'm hoping in the next month, I will have the time to look for an author. I have a few people in mind. One of my friends is an author, but his career took off. His book is being turned into a movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I think that's just above my price point at this point.
As a wannabe writer, I am so jealous of your friend right now.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm so happy for him.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, and I've read a few of his books, and it's really top-notch. And he doesn't do fantasy or science fiction. Yeah. He does criminal stuff.
Oh, cool.
And the system is based around solving mysteries, but crimes, but not, or even the cloak and dagger like spy stuff.
Yeah.
But with the help of psionics. Like telepathy and such. So you got psi agents, and then you have other factions. And okay, I said too much.
Yeah. No, I want to find out more. This sounds fascinating. But I do having telepathy in a mystery. You have to be very careful how you balance that, because it could be, okay, did you do it? Lock him up.
Yes, for the regular crime. Guys, we've been working on the system for 20 years. It is far more complicated than just, okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Some of the using telepathy and other psi powers is they leave an echo around you,
I see.
and other telepaths can pick that up and hunt you down.
Oh, that's dangerous.
So yes, you can go into middle of a a city,
Yeah.
and you can like scout surrounding, I don't know, 3-4 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
But any the telepath in that range will pick up on it and will know where you are.
Yeah, so there's an element of paranoia to that almost.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
And now all the powers are frequencies. There's a lot of science behind it. And so you can model frequencies. You can everyone has their own kind of frequency that they operate on. Now, if you have appropriate skills, you can kind of mimic others and leave trails. And fighting with telepathy. You can augment your speed. Like the world is covered what we call a psi sphere, is where all the emotions of the world is kind of floating out into space, and you can tag. You can use like psi powers to torpedo someone.
I see.
Except that there's no science. It's random if that torpedo is going to find someone or if it's going to like hit him, and you can leave messages. You can use entropy to try and dig from underneath all the echo and like inanimate objects. It's a game that we've been developing for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's massive, and I've decided, we talked to a friend that actually started the entire thing. And he goes, listen, let's put this into a game and offer it to the world. And he's like, but what if people don't like it? It's like, we've been playing for 20 years and we love it. You've showed the game on conventions and people loved it. It's like, why not? We'll make miniatures and it'll be like a board and it'll be cool. So now we're working out how much of the core RPG rules we leave and how much of like measurements and stuff we do for board games.
Yeah. Well, that sounds particularly exciting. I can't wait to see what kind of creations you come up with for that sort of setting miniature-wise.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really deep one to dig into.
It is, and there's nothing like it.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, on the miniature side of things, if we come back from the far future back to the 9th Age.
Okay.
Now,
that's a good start.
We'll have to draw the conversation back somehow. I'm genuinely excited for that RPG though, because that's where my bread and butter in gaming is these days. I love role playing, but yeah, he's distracted me successfully.
Well, the thing is, once you play, it's probably going to be called Psi Agents, and once you play that, no other RPG is going to be the same.
Oh, okay.
Because like, what's the room next door? It's like, what's behind the wall? It's like, oh, okay, I know. What's he thinking? I know. Does he have a weapon? Yes, he does.
Okay, big claims to fill. I hope to see you come through with it.
Yes. We're working on it slowly because we have to get everything out. But once every 2 weeks, we meet on a Sunday and we try stuff out.
Excellent. I'll look forward to that. Well, on the 9th Age side of things, we'll get there eventually. With the Kickstarter wrapping up, where do you want to take it next? Which faction do you want to do? Now, there is one miniature I do want to quickly show off here.
All right.
You brought in a dwarf for us.
I have brought in a dwarf.
Yeah. Now, this guy is not part of the Kickstarter at all. I don't think he's out yet, is he?
The history with this model is our sculptor really likes dwarves. So he just sculpted for himself a dwarf ranger.
Yeah.
He goes, we'll put him in. So I've actually made the cast mold or casting mold. I've cast a few. I've painted him up. And I don't know if he's in the store, to be honest.
Oh.
But if he's not, as soon as I come home, I will put him in.
Perfect. There you go. But are we going to see dwarves next? Is that the direction you're going to head next for 9th Age?
No. No.
Well, let's shut that one down.
There's plenty of companies that are doing beautiful, beautiful dwarves. And just to add another one would be, from my point of view, a waste of resources, because there's armies that don't have any alternatives. So we want to fill in all of the lacking armies.
Yeah.
All the units that, all of the people that don't have units that can play with.
Yeah.
And once that is over, we're gonna go back and see what else we can do.
Okay. So if it's not dwarves, who's going to be next? Where do you want to go with it?
We thought we were gonna go for beastmen or beast herds.
Yeah.
Right. And but I think one of the companies might have been Moose Miniatures from the UK.
Yeah, I know Miss. Yeah.
I'm not sure which one, because there's quite a few companies right now that are doing the same thing that we're doing, miniatures that like really fit the 9th age, and they've shown a few beastmen units. So if they're doing the beastmen, we might do something else, like pointy ears or something.
Pointy ears. Well, there's lots of variants you can do with pointy ears at the moment.
And we'll do them all.
I'm very excited to see that, particularly for wood elves, wood elf type things. That's the one I want to see.
I've had a few wood elf models in the past.
Ooh.
I'm a big Dark Elf fan. In the 9th age, they're called Dread Elves.
Okay.
They have character. And the High Elves is something a friend of mine is kind of picking and nagging me to do. Soon, next early spring, when we know the Kickstarters are going to be resolved, we'll start working elves, probably start getting the art done, getting into the background.
Perfect.
Seeing what we can get from the 9th age guys as far as the history and the lore is concerned. Because I think that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, definitely. And there's so much you can do with elves.
Yes.
Personally, though, I want to see tree men. I want to see really big tree men.
We have a few ideas for tree men. Let's just keep it
we'll leave it at that. I'm fascinated to find out what new twist you bring to those, because so far everything you've brought in, it's recognizable as fantasy staples, but you have managed to put your own flavor to the sculpts.
Yeah, because otherwise it's bland.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's going to be. Once you start the creative process, it just kind of comes together. And go, this looks with that. We've kind of planned out a few minis already, but this is just, it would be cool to have a mini resembling this and this, and it should have this, and it should be standing on a boulder and with daggers, but we're like, okay, leave that as an idea and work on it a little bit later when it's time. So when we're doing other things, we have ideas all the time. We try and save the best ones and try to keep on track.
Excellent.
Because because last year we wrote a game. I think I mentioned the dragons before.
Yes, you did, yeah. And I got very excited because I like dragons.
Yes, the dragons are pretty nice. We've added a few other mythological creatures, and I think I've mentioned we morph during the game.
Yes, you did.
So you can upgrade your dragon as you go along, and this game will probably be showing this spring.
Ooh.
So we got most of the core of the models finished. As soon as I come back from my flight, the next day I'm driving over to see the sculpts in person. So they're finished. We still need some of the monsters will have riders as add-ons, because you have an option to have like a wild beast, or he can have something like a trainer or rider, and this will all influence the rules and how he plays. It's going to be the game is fairly simple, but the amount of elements that go into this simple mechanics makes insane amount of flavor and things you can just kind of tweak and fix. So it's turning out better than I expected. And again, when designing those models, we got a lot of ideas that we had to drop because, well, we had to pick something.
Yeah.
And every time we have something cool, we set it aside
Yeah.
to incorporate it in other projects.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a wasted idea.
Yeah,
You can use it later.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So that one's going to be taking up a lot of your time in the meantime, as well as focusing on the Kickstarter.
Actually, getting the models out, yes. But as far as the rural-wise, our partners are taking over.
Okay.
They like what we did. We gave them that, and
Yeah.
they took over.
So that gave them their starting place.
Yes, yes.
Perfect.
So it's gonna. I'm very interested because I'm in touch with them. We communicate, and I know the direction that they took the game in, and I think it's better than my original idea. It's different.
Yeah.
But in I think it will be more fun as far as the gaming is concerned. My idea is more kind of like a tournament magic system thing. But I'm very excited to see the final project, which will be coming very soon.
You'll have to keep us up to date with how that one comes out, because I'm really excited to see how these dragons shift. And
the thing is, before I actually sold the idea, I thought I was going to release it myself.
Yeah.
So if you look on the internet, there might be some stuff there.
Oh, can you give us an idea of where to look?
No.
Ah!
Facebook page.
Facebook page. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll take a look there. One last question before we go. So we've had some ideas of what the future might hold for the Ninth Age and for your RPG, which I really want to play with this dragon game. What about the new Kickstarter sets you just kickstarted? What plans do you have to support those armies going forward?
Okay, so there's actually a lot of concerns and questions I get. It's like, if I get the Kickstarter set, what else? How can I expand my force? What I should have done, and as soon as I get back, I will fix this. The entire army they can have, we have it in our store. So I'm going to add it to a pledge level, and you can get it on discount. And this way, if you want to expand the force, it's already ready there.
I see. So yeah, if they after the Kickstarter, if they want to expand it further, they can just head to your web store and expand it further.
Yep. The goal of the Kickstarter is to get these starter sets out, and we want to kind of prepare the models to be available in stores. Packaging and stuff has to be done. So that's kind of the goal of the Kickstarter. And people want to expand their forces, and so we will give them an option. It was a little oversight on our part, and sorry for that. I will make it better.
Oh, well, it's good to hear that you are taking on board that feedback and are thinking of ways you can support these products for the people who've just come into the game.
Yeah, because we're doing this for the community. I'm still having a hard time to process that I am a kind of a company.
Yeah.
I'll get better at this.
It does take that shift in focus where you suddenly realize, oh wait, that's me.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I gotta sell something.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think that about wraps us up for this. Arthur, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for everything.
Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you.
Same here. I'm having a blast.
Great.
All right.
Okay, if you want to see more about the Ninth Age, be sure to check OnTableTop.com. We have a Let's Play where you went up against Justin, and we have a few other chat videos with Arthur, of course.
Oh, Justin just wiped them out.
No, spoilers! Spoilers!
Sorry.
For a video that's already been out. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on trying to wheedle out more info about this RPG.
I'll try and I'll stop you.
In the meantime, guys, hope you all enjoy your own games, and we'll see you.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.